the more they are doing this to the vice president, the more that the vice president will enjoy the support from the people. Kasi ang tao galit kung may inapi. Yan lang ang paningin ko. Kaya nga nawawala na ng interest yung mga tao sa impeachment. Ako nga, I am a lawyer myself. I could remember that during the impeachment trial of the former President Erap Estrada at saka kay Chief Justice Corona, I watched the event day by day. Ngayon, paano bang titingnan mo dyan na para bang it's a waste of time, it's a waste of people's money. I don't know when kailan sila mahihiya itutuloy yung ganitong klaseng investigation. Kasi
Opo.
hindi ito katotohanan ang ipinaglaban, Admar.
Opo,
It's
opo.
all about destroying the Vice President.
Opo. Attorney, ano po ang mga mahalagang punto na na-take note niyo po sa mga ganap kahapon na pag-representaan ng witness na si Attorney Wamil at yung yung cross examination din po ng defense attorney?
Para sa akin, na-establish talaga yung alternative universe na the prosecution is trying to create as regards use of confidential funds. Confidential in nature. That's why there is some sort of secrecy and confidentiality. Otherwise, everything will be jeopardized. Now, diyan mo makikita, why is it that they are not doing it to the confidential funds of the President amounting to 4.5 billion. Merong confidential funds doon sa Secretary of National Defense amounting to almost 1 billion. Sa Philippine National Police, I think more than 700 plus million. Sa ating mga NICA, hundreds of millions, more than the confidential funds that were given or downloaded to the Office of the Vice President. So, makikita natin yung katawa-tawa at saka parang nililihis tayo sa isang sarsuela, sa isang direksyon na ang goal lamang is not really about truth but about destroying the political credibility of the Vice President. And that cannot be set aside by the Filipinos. Kaya nga, until now, the Vice President is enjoying overwhelming trust and confidence from the people. Kasi makikita natin how cruelly she is being persecuted.
Opo, attorney, ang parang nakatutok lang kasi kahapon yung patakaran or proseso doon sa joint circular na 2015-01. Sa tingin nyo po, dito lang ba dapat tumutok ang atin pong COA, ang ating gobyerno po sa pag-imbestiga dito sa confidential funds ni Vice President Sara Duterte? O may mga batas pa na dapat isaalang-alang at alin po yung mangingibabaw po talaga, attorney?
Ang mangibabaw diyan, Admar, yung nature ng confidentiality. Kung hindi pa lang ito, wala pa lang itong political agenda, wala ito, it's not an issue. Bakit sa kasaysayan natin? Meron ba tayong presidente? Meron ba tayong high government officials who were given confidential funds, who were subjected with this kind of parang scrutiny at saka yung masusik investigation? Wala, kasi everything is confidential, everything merong nature diyan sa pag-liquidate. Kaya nga, it's not an issue. All confidential operations in the whole world. Kaya nga yung CIA, yung Mossad, yung MI6, at saka yung mga agencies, mga intelligence agencies ng mga malalaking bansa, they are given wide latitude in using these funds because of one single purpose, and that is the security of their country. At dito, iba ang nangyayari. Now, if they are using the same yardstick of scrutiny to the president, to the security sectors, like for example, ito mga spy agencies natin, security apparatus natin, paano na tayo as a nation? In fact, meron pa nga yung counter intelligence within. Ang kasama mo, igawan mo pa yan ng parang background investigation, background, yung mga checking. And that requires secret usage of funds. If they will demand na para bang normal na procurement, na yung mga like procurement of vehicles, procurement of mga yung mga kailangan sa gobyerno, that should not be applied to the usage of the confidential funds. So they are trying to create parang alternative universe, specifically only against the Vice President.
Opo, may mga mahalagang batas na ipinunto ang depensa kahapon na attorney na itinanong dito sa witness, no? At saka aminado naman siya, kagaya po dito sa Revised Penal
The
Code
Vice President ko,
229, kung saan sinasabi dito, basahin lang natin, no, para sa kapakanan
Yes.
ng ating mga nanonood at kababayan. Any public officer who shall reveal any secret known to him by reason of his official capacity or shall wrongfully deliver papers or copies of papers of which he may have charge on which should not be published shall suffer penalties of prison correctional and so on and so forth. At ito pong Anti-Corrupt or Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act na kabilang po sa mga nakalista sa corrupt practices ng mga public officer nakalagay dito sa Section 3K. Basahin lang natin, divulging valuable information of a confidential character acquired by his office or by him on any account of his official position to an authorized person or releasing such information in advance of its authorized release date. Attorney, di ko lang alam kung nabasa mo yung buong Joint Memorandum Circular. Kung ibabangga natin ito dito sa dalawang batas na ito, wala naman pong problema. Hindi lang dapat nakatutok talaga doon sa JMC, attorney.
Exactly, kaya nga nothing has ever been done like this before. Kasi because of these laws, yung pag-balance ng laws na yan at saka yung pag-liquidate. In fact, in a simple illustration, isang lang yan eh, parang nakalagay na yan sa sobre. Everything about its being confidential, wala na yan, automatic, liquidated na yan. Hindi pa sa mahiya. Tingnan mo nga, Anmar, they are demanding scrutiny to the expenditure of confidential funds of the President, yung process of liquidation niya. Hindi pa sa nahiya yung mga congressmen, how they liquidated their MOOE. Di ba liquidation by certification lang? Where they demanded receipts, where they demanded those kinds of talagang very detailed requirements na in what they are doing is that for the security of the country. what they are doing is politicking, and in fact, much of this amount went to or have gone to the pockets of the congressmen. Hindi naman siguro at saka mga senators. Liquidation by certification mga sa kanila. And then nobody cares. Kasi respetuhan eh. Kung meron tayong if there is really a cry for accountability, sila muna ang mauna. They have no shame to demand that kind of scrutiny, strict scrutiny sa Vice President na who just spent the confidential funds as already laid down by her office before she assumed it. I would suppose that these plans were already there kasi umupo naman siya June. It's only that the money came at a later date. Pero to my mind, maybe the program was already there. It's just a matter of implementing it. Now, kaya nga they were caught flat-footed. Is it illegal to spend the funds in 11 days? It's not illegal. So, ito lang makita natin. The more they are doing this to the Vice President, the more that the Vice President will enjoy the support from the people. Kasi ang tao, galit kung may inapi. Yan lang ang paningin ko. Kaya nga nawawala na ng interest yung mga tao sa impeachment. Ako nga, I am a lawyer myself. I could remember that during the impeachment trial of the former President Erap Estrada at saka kay Chief Justice Corona, I watched the event day by day. Ngayon, paano bang titingnan mo dyan na para bang it's a waste of time, it's a waste of people's money. I don't know when kailan sila mahihiya itutuloy yung ganitong klaseng investigation. Kasi
Opo.
hindi ito katotohanan ang ipinaglaban, Admar. It's
Opo.
all about destroying the Vice President.
Attorney, kailan ba nagiging final talaga yung audit? Kasi parang kalaunan, yun, sa huling bahagi ng trial kahapon, nabanggit talaga na hindi pa yun final. Kumbaga, recommendatory lang. Ito lang yung mga puna sa kanilang pag-audit. Attorney.
Kung may notice of disallowance, yung notice of disallowance is appealable within 60 days doon sa commission proper. Now, I think 90 days, 6 months, 6 months to the commission proper. Then the commission proper, if they will sustain the findings of their auditor, mayroong 15 days to file a motion for reconsideration. Then after that, assuming it will be denied, that will be pwedeng dalhin doon sa Supreme Court by way of petition for certiorari review.
Opo. Pero, di ba, attorney, pinagmamalaki din po ng Office of the Vice President na sa magkasunod-sunod na mga taon, nakakakuha naman sila ng mga tinatawag na unmodified opinion mula sa COA. Attorney, anong masasabi niyo po rito?
Yun nga, makikita natin na the expenditures, the use of public funds by the Office of the Vice President ay religiously spent in accordance with the COA rules and regulations. So, talagang compliant sila. Dito sa nakasintro itong confidential funds na that were given to the Vice President during the time that unit team was still intact. To my mind, maybe that was the set-up na ginawa ng administration para makabuo sila ng parang case against the Vice President. So parang para sa akin, it was a poison. But the Vice President is smart enough na na-detect niya kaagad yung trap. But nonetheless, they are now the tormentors of the Vice President are zeroing in or focusing on these funds. After this, wala na silang issue because the COA has always issued a modified opinion regarding the usage of public funds. So may may pattern na the Vice President is compliant, the Vice President is yung paggamit ng mga funds sa kanyang opisina ay properly spent.
Opo. Doon naman po sa pinaglaanan ng pondo, attorney, ano naman po masasabi ninyo like kagaya doon sa mga anti-insurgency, anti-terrorism, anti doon sa mga pagre-recruit ng mga teroristang NPA sa mga kabataan? Wala po ba kayong question doon at nararapat lang talaga na yun at hindi dapat questionin yun, attorney?
Dapat lang. Bakit pa? Meron bang questions tayo? How these operations done by the military, done by the NICA, done by the Secretary of the DND. Remember si Vice President Duterte, in fact, before the assumed office, he floated the idea that she wanted to occupy, to be appointed as DND Secretary. Kasi parang part sa kanyang advocacy yung peace and order, yung solusyon ng insurgency. And I could remember that during the first few months of their togetherness with the President, she was made as a vice chair of the INTF-ELCAC, the office of the itong interagency whole of government approach na ginawa para to end the insurgency of the country. So, nandiyan yung framework niya. Admar, I am not privy to the operation of the Vice President. Pero ang makikita ko lang, ito sa tanong mo, yung mga expenditures regarding buying information from inside, itong mga insider, itong mga agents, itong lahat ng mga counter-insurgency operations, merong kailangan niya ng element of secrecy. So, dapat hindi yan busisihin.
Opo.
Ang tanong lang diyan kung meron bang result. Na kung walang result, diyan, it's a policy question.
Opo.
Not a legal question, to my mind.
Sir, magandang umaga, si Almar po ito. Siguro isa o dalawang tanong lang mula po sa akin. Kasi tungkol dun din sa paglalatag po ng ebidensya, ano po ba yung standard proof sa impeachment? Pareho po ba ito sa criminal na kaso, sir? Kasi magkaiba yung Article 4 nung naunang mga tinalakay sa korte. At ngayon naman po, sir, dito sa nagpapatuloy na sa Article 1 po.
Actually, Almar, impeachment being a sui generis, wala talaga siyang clear-cut na yung threshold of a proof or evidence. Kasi if it were a civil case, preponderance of evidence. Kung administrative case, substantial evidence. Kung criminal case, proof of guilt beyond reasonable doubt. So, it was discussed during the ERAP impeachment trial. Until now, the Supreme Court has not laid down the yung parameters, yung burden, yung threshold of evidence, whether it is proof of guilt beyond reasonable doubt or substantial evidence. Kasi it being a sui generis. Ang kuana dito, Almar, this is a trial not only uh, among the senator judges, but it's also a public trial. Now, it's really a political process. If the people will not support the eventual conviction or acquittal, I think the senator judges will follow where the direction of the people go. Yan ang paningin ko kasi politiko sa lahat eh. And of those political actors, if they feel that by convicting VP Sara, their political career will be in jeopardy, I think they will think twice before casting their vote because what they will think about it is to their best interest to do that. So what is at stake here is their best interest as a political actor in our country.